All right, we're back at the wedging table, and we're going to lift up our clay rainbows, and you'll see that the two ends are a lot harder and more firm than the edges. We want all of our clay to be that consistency. So you're just going to take your rainbow, spread it out, and drop it on the wedging table. You're going to do the same thing with all your rainbows. And you're going to let them sit there a couple minutes. You're going to come back. You're going to flip them over. And keep doing that again and again. What it's going to do is the plaster is going to absorb the moisture out of the clay, but you have to let it sit there for at least a minute. As you noticed during the do now, you gathered your materials, you watched some videos, and that took a little bit of time, and you saw how hard the clay got on the ends. Hi everyone. Today we're going to measure our clay into 1 pound balls. Now you might be used to wedging your clay before you throw, but for this part of the class, we're going to do things a little bit differently. Our learning targets right now are all on foundational skills. We're focusing on weighing clay, getting the perfect amount, body and hand control, mastering your position and movements, the wheel's speed, learning how to keep the wheel consistent and controlled, and cleaning, developing a good routine for your workspace. Because of this, we won't be making a finished piece. This is just for practice. So get ready to focus on the process, not the final product for today. So grabbing our clay. We're bringing it over to the scale and you're pulling off, you're going to estimate what you think is 1 pound. Make sure that starts on 0. You can see here, should be started at 0. You're going to estimate what you think is 1 pound. Notice that I was a little bit under, so I'm going to add more clay to that. And a little bit more. There we go. I have it right at 1 pound. Right, you're going to do this with all the clay that you have out today. And then we'll move on to next steps.